coding in this report. So first of all, the report asks about the knowledge if you give off a certain body language or behavior pattern, or in particular hand gestures, and then come out of it. A depiction of the X, which we spoke of before, is not only the mark of the beast, but it's also the symbol of Saturn. It's the same. Okay, that's not what I want you to pay attention to. Okay, I want you to pay attention to the clothing coordination of the males, the females, and what you'll see at the end, which is it's an object. Okay, so it's objective. You understand? Which is the meeting. Okay, ready?
Expected to grow by 101,000 people, which is 50% more than what it is today.
So, you see every single man wearing blue. Blue is for the masculine.
And this is a similar story across many areas of the United Kingdom.
You see the girl in the pink dress, along with the females behind, also all in pink. So, pink being for the feminine. And then, to top it off,
and decreased in population in the last year.
You'd see the yellow. And it is an object. They are bags, they're not human beings, right? Because it is a force that brings the male and the female
expected to grow by 101,000 people, which is 50% more than what it is today.
It's just what it is, all right? Don't tell me they can't set up who walks past at what time, okay? This is the media.
And this is a similar story across many areas of the United Kingdom.
It's very carefully handcrafted.
In fact, no country of the UK or region of England.
One more time.
24 years.
Oh, and yeah, I have done the numerology. It works out to
decreased in population
11,
in the last year.
Very occult number to them with the pillars. What was it? 11, 5, and then there's a 1 on the end, I believe. I believe that's correct. So you have your triple there.
It's expected to grow by 101,000 people,
11,
which is 50% more than what it is today.
5.
This is a similar story across many areas of the United Kingdom. In
Blue,
fact, no
pink,
country of the
yellow.
UK or region of England decreased 24 years in the last year. But how does it rise?
In the last year being another 1, okay? There you are. So you get your 3 for Saturn, your 5 for slavery. Because we are all slaves to Saturn. When our eyes are not open to the one that's watching us. And this being the best bit of all, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say the worst bit?
Some like to say the entire population of the world could fit into one city. Take a place like London, for example. Imagine 10 humans can fit into a square metre, which is...
You've got your 11, okay? That's singular because of the way they've put it. And the X of separation also, of course, being the symbol of Saturn and the mark of the beast, okay? So the 1 and the 1, the meeting through Saturn, through the divine feminine, male and female, okay? It's just what it is, not to mention the square, okay, the cube, alright?
It's possible, just...
Again, male being blue. Almost forgot that.
It's very cool.
You see, it's truth in plain sight. I didn't even see that. It's right there for you to see, okay? Yellow, blue, the pink, divine feminine.
With London being over 1.5 billion square metres in size, that means you could fit about 15 billion people in London alone, using those numbers. They just wouldn't really be able to do anything or have any space. Now obviously...
6. You see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes they do it that way as well. It's still numerology. You still got to count. Okay? 666, once again. But that's not the worst part. This is. Listen to what he says. Listen to the predictive program in here.
That's a bit ridiculous. They just wouldn't really be about 15 billion people in London alone, using those numbers. They just wouldn't really be able to do anything or have any space. Now obviously, that's a bit ridiculous, and would never actually happen.
Obviously, that's a bit ridiculous and would never actually happen. Mate, you'll go, oh, thank fuck for that. We're not all going to be put in a quarantine zone, you know, manifested and infested by none other than the ones that couldn't afford to be made into a transhumanistic soul prison, heart prison, mind prison. They're telling you what they plan to do, okay? One more time, listen to what he says.
Can fit into a square metre. It's like London, for example. Imagine 10 humans can fit into a square metre, which is possible, just very cosy. With London being over 1.5 billion square metres in size, that means you could fit about 15 billion people in London alone, using those numbers. They just wouldn't really be able to do anything or have any space. Now obviously, that's a bit ridiculous, and would never actually happen.
Does that sound like a professional oversight to you? A professional insight to you? Because it doesn't to me, okay? It really does not. Alright? Oh, just for the... just for your information, this is based on the obelisk, and every obelisk is based on Satan's penis. Thought I'd put that out there, okay? All architecture, same as statues, okay? They are made to look a certain way to give off a certain energy to charge a certain person, alright? Or type of person. Although I consider these pieces of shit to be just that and no more.
But it does show how big this planet is. It seems, though, that the question of land isn't really the problem. Neither necessarily.
So they chuck a priceless actor in there wearing the black and white duality symbolism. Again, joining the two, still the divine feminine, okay?
As food or water.
Look at that. Tell me that's not an actor.
But the question of land
That's been
isn't
told,
really
go and grab some food wearing this top. Ready? Watch his fucking face.
the problem. Neither necessarily is food or water.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a rep in here too. Disgusting, isn't it? Fucking turns your stomach, let alone the world. If it is turning, if you know what I mean. I also noticed something just then. I wanted to go back quickly and show you before we go forward. Yeah, they just so happen to put some spaghetti hoops right next to the fucking camera. Okay, so not only is that, of course, the infinity sign, but the hoops, the rings of Saturn. Okay, they didn't have to do that. Didn't have to do that. Nothing gets on telly without the say so and thumbs up. Okay, which of course also means death, by the way. Death is the Grim Reaper. All right, the thumbs up. It was never down. Sorry, it was never. Yeah, it was never down to finish the life of another. It was always up. So when you put your thumbs up, you're saying death to the person you're doing it to. Even the alphabet is cubed. Are you aware of that? Every letter is based on cube formation.
It's more how we consume
So we have Moloch here.
And use these things that will eventually seal our fate. So,
and then of course, yeah.
People. We've also been
More blue, more yellow, more pink, divine feminine. Even more blue, more yellow, more pink, divine feminine. And yes, last but not least, once again, more blue, more yellow, and more pink, the divine feminine. I'm reaching, am I? Okay, I'm reaching. Fair enough. I'm reaching. Right, so you've got sun worship, they even get the fucking clock in there. Okay? Kronos. I'm telling ya. I wish I was wrong. But unfortunately, I'm not. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Rays of light. Rings of Saturn. Okay? And then up here, you'll see that they got it just at the time of 8:40. 8 plus 4, drop the 0. 12, add 1 and 2, you have 3 for Saturn. Okay? All the best.